Hey, this is MassX with another useless, derivative, and redundant video. Well, kinda not this time. We're gonna talk about the wonderful IP that I absolutely love and wish there was something globally truly out for Jujutsu Kaisen. And yes, there is one thing, it's Japan only, and you have to log in with a VPN, but Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade is actually a pretty good game. I enjoy it, I play it, I don't really cover it on my channel. You know, you've got all sorts of banners that come and they're not dropping crazily fast. So being free to play, especially since it's outside a person's jurisdiction, makes it quite enjoyable. And there's good events going on. We're just wrapping up one right now. They give good stuff away. So yeah, it's a game that I like, but a lot of people don't want to deal with the VPN. A lot of people don't want to deal with, you know, having to translate, even though it's much easier than it was in the past to translate games. But there are some, let's put in quotation marks, questionable games available to you global players if you are a Jujutsu Kaisen fan. Now, the first one I want to talk about is the least favorite of the two I'm going to show you, and that is Jujutsu Battles Tokyo Saga. Now, this is an idle game for the most part. You basically will have challenges that you'll be able to play. And of course, it has a host of characters that you know and love from the IP. And it's very similar to a Bleach, quotation marks, allegedly licensed game that I played for some time. And it's fine for what it is, but it's not the greatest, okay? You know, the characters are built fine and you get lots of free stuff and you level up your characters and dupes are going to be required, but really the gameplay is just alright, and they're just going to continue to try to sell you stuff over and over again. But if you just play it as free to play and completely casual and you just want to be able to mess around with the IP, it's not horrible. But the one out of the two that are currently out there that I would even bring into a video, and let's go ahead and talk about that one. And that one is called Jujutsu Sorcerer, and I'll put links to all these in the description. But I've been playing this one now for about a week, and I actually kind of like this one. It has a host of characters that you know and love, of course. But it's got it's got idle aspects, it's got other types of gameplay, it mixes things up, you have clans, you have raids, so it really does a lot. And to me, the characters themselves look pretty cool. They do a pretty damn good job on them, as well as their skill sets. You're gonna have cursed tools, which is great. You can ascend characters. You've got techniques that you're gonna be able to build. You're even gonna be able to build spirit contracts, which just, they really have taken as best they can the essence of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I actually think it's a pretty well made game. And you've got lots to go over. You've got a story mode where I'm right now, I believe can I play it? Yes, I can. So you got a story mode. I thought I was locked out. I didn't think I hit level 55 yet. I must have when I hit my idle rewards. And you do collect rewards while you go. But you know, it's got a, vary on how quickly you get through the system. It's got a ×1, ×3, ×5. The gameplay itself is mostly automated with that type of idle game, but at least you have a 6-on-6. You can set up different team formations, who you want on your team, etc., etc. And it is very generous in its rewards. So yeah, for me, I need to get through this next part of the story mode, and then it does gate you, but there's so much other things to do in the game that's not necessarily such a bad thing. So once this wraps up, we'll go ahead and look at some of the other areas of the game, because there are boss battles, and just quite a bit of stuff to do, and you can do a lot. And as I showed with those characters, there is a lot of thought going along with the IP. Of course, there's something they're trying to sell you. You have a dispatch system where you can go ahead and just send out different units. Let's go ahead, I'll spend it on there, and you can just hit dispatch and collect those rewards during that time. So it's a nice little plus to get extra things. The super tickets, they're giving you 1,000 draws. Basically, mattering on where you're at in the game, you'll get 10 draws, and then when you get to the next section, you can pick one of those 10 draws to keep. And yeah, so they're giving away a lot of stuff. You've got the boss battles, you can see right there, with all sorts of rewards that they give out. So yeah, they've got different areas to the game, which is nice. In the trial section, you've got an academy trial area where it's basically kind of like a tower mode, and they also break it apart by element, which is kind of nice. And there's a rush section, so quality of life in this game is pretty good. Solo hunt, where you're basically going one character against somebody else. So you just click on it, and oh yeah, I forgot I have quick claim skip battles going right now because it's trying to burn through this earlier. But let's go ahead and let's pick Gojo, and we'll go ahead and challenge. And yeah, just a one-on-one battle. Boom. Yeah, I haven't spent much time on this, so I've got a ways to level through it before it gets too difficult for me. You've got Endless Corridor, where basically you set up your team and you have to play through 12 waves of teams to move on to the next one. You've got your instant section, where one area of it is still not open. You have resources, where as you get stronger, you keep moving through. They have a quick rush area for free 1 time a day. Again, quality of life is something good in this game. You've got Night Hunt, which I've already cleared, which is basically 3 levels where you're playing some very difficult characters. But of course, after each win, you get options on how to pick a power-up for your team. You've got a cursed tools area where you're going for specific cursed tools, and varying on the day of the week, you are playing different levels of characters and types of characters. And then you've got story mode, which you can get shards of different characters in. So yeah, so it is very free to play friendly. It just matters how you want to go about this. They give you a lot of stuff in this game. And like I said, there's a clan area where you have training and studying and trials and raid, and a guild shop, of course, a clan shop, I guess I should call it. And so yeah, and there's clan matches where when you're up against another clan for points. So it does have a lot to offer, and of course your tried and true arena mode. Basic arena mode, no big deal. We just got opened up this area of grade match, so I'm waiting to really see what that is, because you can't play it. It just opened, as well as elites, which I expect is just going to be the upper echelon of arena where you move up into it. And of course, you've got a summoning system. You have a wish summons. Currently, we just got a new character, Ghetto Robes, currently available. Then you've got your advanced, basic, friendship, and faction summoning in the game. You will be able to get quite a few of the advanced, basic, friendship, and faction tickets in the game as you play. Wish summoning is going to be a little bit more difficult. That's your featured limited character. But they offered such a rich character base when you started. None of these characters are from a Wish banner that just started, so you can see there's a lot there that you can go through. You can kind of really pick and choose what type of teams you want to build. So yeah, it does have a lot to offer if you're a fan of the IP and are just looking for something fun to play. And they do a lot of events going on, including even when they do the Wish character, there's a whole host of things going on, so you can get some of them through here, through the hero story, hero test. But again, it's always going to be much more difficult for those types of tickets versus the others, but they have such good characters just to start that it's not horrible, and you can build a lot of characters up from there. And they even let you try out characters. So I have Ghetto Robes right now, so I can go ahead and test him out over the next 3 days and see how he performs and see if it is a character I want to go after or not. And when talking about those characters, you know, they have nice skill sets. They kind of go along with the characters. So it does, you know, feel like they've taken some consideration and time into it. And I'm really excited to get further along when I can really get into those contracts and really advance the cursed tools to see how much more you can really give to a character. So for instance, with this Ghetto, because it's a trial version, you can see kind of what you're looking at. So, you know, they're inactive because it's a trial character, but you're going to be able to do this and power up your character with these spirit contracts. And you can see there's a God pack, power pack, blood pack, another power pack, and a God pack on here. There's different sets, and based on putting those sets together, you get more bonuses. And then I'm not really sure what Grudge is because I haven't gotten that far in the game, but definitely looks like something that is going to be fun and able to manipulate your character. Right now, my favorite character, of course, is my young Satoru. I just love this character. Why? Because I have just focused on speed on this character, so I'm trying to get him to go first. And this must have just opened at level 55 because I was playing this earlier today at level 54 and this was not open. But it looks like I can just do a quick equip on here, and let's see if we can take a closer look at this. And so yeah, I'm just going to need to get some more matching sets because it looks like the key is going to be to put together sets that go together. So for instance, red and below contract, it looks like it's going to be attack. There's probably going to be other options. I really want to see what that Grudge does. I need to figure out what that is. I am really curious now. And there's even a little gift section where you can build up bonds with your character to make them even stronger that way. But the game has a lot going on in it. And again, there isn't any options mobily really for us global players. So yeah, you either do the struggles with the VPN, which I currently do, and you have to have that VPN. That's one of those games that it's not on, you're not getting in, and deal with the translation difficulties. Or if you just want to have some little side fun and not take it too seriously, this was probably the one I would recommend to you. And of course, it's got a shop and all sorts of stuff there, but a lot of this stuff you are going to be able to get from just playing the game and building up different types of currencies. So yeah, to me, out of the two that are currently the nicest looking, to me, this is by far the one that I would recommend if you were interested in playing a Jujutsu Kaisen game globally right now. So all the information will be in the description. I'll put everything I talked about, the Japanese link for that version of the game through TapTap, as well as this one and the one I showed you first, if that one's maybe more your interest by the way it looked when I just showed you just a little bit of it. But either way, let me know your thoughts. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.